Well, hello, I'm Randy Weiss. I am the practice manager for information infrastructure at LogixOne and the chief storage architect for GreenPages Technology Solutions. And something I'd like to talk about today is something that's on everybody's mind, and that's flash storage. How do we use it? When is it right to buy it? Is it right for me? So one thing I'd like to clear up right away is that flash storage isn't necessarily just for enterprises. It has got a very large role that it can play in mid-market and commercial enterprises. It is also not about the million IOP application. It is also about running several applications that are very latency sensitive. And flash storage can take many forms. It can appear many places in your infrastructure. But we'll start with probably the most visible and the splashiest of the flash storage solutions, and that's an all-flash array. So EMC got into this field in a very big way this last year and has rocketed to #1 market share, or at least they claim, and I believe that's probably true. Pure Storage kind of owned that space for the last year or two since they were kind of first to market. There are significant differences between the two architectures, but ultimately they have a lot of happy customers, and people say they now have a much simpler storage provisioning environment. When somebody says, I want to be on the fastest storage, it's an easy solution. There are also other kinds of flash storage solutions. There are what we call hybrid flash or adaptive flash in some cases. Now that's not just a marketing term. Many of the traditional storage vendors that have been out for many years, Compellent, Dell, EMC, the EqualLogic line, Hitachi, you name it. When flash drives first became reasonably affordable, they put them into place in their arrays as a tier of storage. However, they did not rewrite the way that they use flash storage. Software optimization of flash storage is completely different from how you would use a regular hard drive. And there's a lot of technical details that I can go into, but we can save that for some time when we're sitting by ourselves face to face. But I'll tell you this at a high level. Flash storage is used in a completely different manner. And it has different way that you store data on it, a different way that you write data to it. There is something called a wear cycle that you have to take into account with flash storage. That's how many times you can write and erase a particular cell or page in a SSD drive. There's also something about durability. And there's two different kinds primarily of flash storage, single level cell and multi-level cell. And before you all start to nod off with the technical details, we're going to stop right about there. But I will say that single level cell, high performance flash drives are the most expensive and are used most sparingly in infrastructure. My job as a solutions architect is to design a solution that can take advantage of the flash that is right for your application, that is correct I should say, and that fits your needs and purposes. Because a combination of flash drives and spinning drives put together correctly with the right amount of intelligent software can address nearly everybody's most critical application requirements without breaking the bank. So when we talk about an EMC all-flash array, we have Extreme I/O, which is designed from the ground up, includes deduplication and compression, much like Pure Storage. Or we can talk about a VNX all-flash array, which is a traditional flash storage array. Same thing with Compellent. They now have all flash shelves. Nimble Storage is an interesting story. They've kind of come out of nowhere, in a manner of speaking, over 5 years, if you can call that nowhere, become one of the most successful storage startups in history. They also wrote their software from the ground up to take advantage of flash. They use MLC, which is the cheaper of the flash solutions, but they use it in a very smart way to minimize the wear and tear on it and to maximize the performance. They managed to do the writes without leveraging flash, which helps it last longer. They are a very, very smart company, and they're doing a terrific job of solving people's problems at a very affordable price. We also have EqualLogic, which has been one of GreenPages' most stalwart recommendations for iSCSI storage for the down market for companies that are smaller or for mid-market. And EqualLogic also leverages all flash or hybrid flash. So every company now has come to terms with the economics and the requirement to provide some level of flash performance in any of their arrays. And I can help you sort through which one is best for your company whenever you have the opportunity.